Next up, we got how Dan Campbell saved the Lions. Now, like I told y'all, I am a new football fan. Now I am from Detroit, so it's only right that I root for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Now Dan Campbell, I don't know the history of Dan Campbell. I'll just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a perfect video. So hey, you want more Lions videos? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's just hop into. Also, too, let me know in the comments what videos you want me to react to. Any players, anybody. Let me know.
One of the worst teams in NFL history.
And the O in Motown officially stands for O.
Worst teams in NFL history.
And the O in Motown officially stands for 0-16.
Ultimately become the head coach of that same franchise, change and create a winning championship culture.
After 30 years, the Lions are bringing it back as division champions.
Let's find out. Born April 13th, 1976 in Clifton, Texas, Dan Campbell was the youngest of his family of 4. Growing up on a ranch, he would learn to herd cattle, fish, and hunt, but soon his attention would shift to team sports. At the age of 13, Dan told his father he planned to play college football, so rather than enroll at the nearby high school, which only played 6-man football because of the size of the school, the Campbells sent him to Glen Rose.
I mean, whatever he played, it was intense, passionate. You knew he was going to be a leader, had that personality.
He would quickly become a star in basketball, track, and ultimately football, where he played as a tailback and tight end.
Such a joy to coach. Quite frankly, for me, I'd never coached anybody like that in my life.
Becoming a standout player, Dan would accept a scholarship to Texas A&M University, where he would continue to play tight end for 4 years, shining in his last 2.
That one drive that we had, where we took it down, we were behind and we had to go down and score. That did wonders for this team, for this offense.
Dan would eventually be drafted by the New York Giants in the 3rd round of the 1999 NFL Draft and played in the team's Super Bowl 35 loss to the Baltimore Ravens. He then spent the 03-05 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, where he quickly became a team leader. And although Jason Witten emerged as the main tight end, Campbell still served as a mentor and remained a key blocker on the offensive line.
Play fake. Throwing end zone. Touchdown.
You're playing the Dallas Cowboys. They love the play-action pass.
He would ultimately have his greatest personal success and worst year ever from a team standpoint in Detroit. Dan was known primarily for his toughness and blocking ability as a player, had career highs of 308 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns in his 4 seasons in Detroit. However, injuries would catch up with him as he would play several games with the torn triceps and spent much of the 07-08 season on injured reserve. The Lions would become the first team in NFL history to go a winless 0-16 in 2008.
No competitor wants to go through something,
Bro, let's not talk about this, bro. Let's not talk about this. Like, look at this picture right here, bro. Like, what the Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
History to go a winless 0-16 in 2008.
No competitor wants to go through something like this. It's not fun to go through, but there's people going through a lot worse than this. The biggest thing in this is how you conduct yourself afterwards. You accept, we accept responsibility for everything going down. We have nobody to point a finger at other than ourselves. We just have to. We didn't do our job correctly, and so there's a lot to learn from that. And when you're in adversity, you accept the adversity, try to fight through it, and try to get better.
And for Dan, he would only have 1 catch for 21 yards in his only game. The Lions would ultimately release Dan in 2009, so he would sign as a free agent with the New Orleans Saints. Unfortunately, he was placed on injury reserve again with an MCL injury he suffered in training camp and spent the entire season on IR. The Saints would go on to win Super Bowl 44. However, since Dan was on IR the entire season, he would not be granted a Super Bowl ring by the team. With his playing career pretty much over, he would switch his career to coaching and began as a coaching intern for the Miami Dolphins. He would quickly be promoted to tight ends coach for the Dolphins and serve that role for 4 years.
Hey, listen,
wow.
When your teammate catches a ball, when Lamar our breaks that go block for him. The ones that can bounce back are the ones that can play and play solid in this league. That's what you got to do. Put it behind you.
In 2015, he was named the interim head coach of the Dolphins after Joe Philbin was fired and led the Dolphins to a 5-7 record in the remaining 12 games.
To watch the way you guys played and practiced all week, it's inspiring, okay? It makes somebody like me want to bleed.
Soon after, he would join the New Orleans Saints as the assistant head coach and tight ends coach under Sean Payton. He would stay with the Saints until 2020, helping them win 4 consecutive NFC South titles. In 2021, Dan would ultimately be hired as the head coach of his former team, the Detroit Lions, a franchise that had continued to struggle since his departure.
Oh, this is how I remember it. Golly, this is great. Thank y'all.
This is so exciting.
Appreciate it, man. I do. I'm going to make y'all proud.
The Lions had not won a playoff game since 1991 and had not won a division title since 1993.
Bro, what the? Okay, buddy. What is up with all this? Like, damn, I'm confused. Are y'all fans or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are the fans getting that mad where now these niggas talking shit about the LT? Like, bro, come on, man. Damn.
It had not won a division title since 1993. Campbell would inherit a team from the previous coach, Matt Patricia, that had gone 5-11 the previous year.
Do me a favor, just kind of sit up and just like have a little respect for the process. Every day you come in and ask me questions and you just kind of like, you know, give me this. But I mean, like, just be a little respectful. I'm asking just to be a little respectful in this whole process, okay? So ask me a question professionally and I'll answer it for you.
They had traded away their longtime quarterback, Matthew Stafford, to the Los Angeles Rams for Jared Goff. At the time, an average quarterback at best, who was considered a product of the system he had just left and a bridge quarterback for Detroit.
Is this a good or bad trade for the Rams?
It's a bad trade for the Rams. Let me be very clear. Stafford makes them better right now. He's better than Goff. I'm talking about if I were a GM, would I make this trade?
Dan would be faced with the daunting challenge of rebuilding the Lions and changing the culture of the organization. A culture that had grown accustomed to mediocrity. A franchise that, with all the great talent over the years, has never made a single Super Bowl appearance. But from day one, from his very
Let me know. I think the Lions, it's like the Lions, and it's like 2 or 3 other teams that never made it to the Super Bowl. Or won a Super Bowl on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So let me know. Y'all know the other teams? I think it's like I might be like the Broncos or, you know what I'm saying, some weird teams.
This press conference, it was clear that under Dan's regime, these weren't going to be the same old line.
This place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised, and I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that, so excuse my language. All right? Here's what I do know, is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. We're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you, and when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
He said you're going to knock us down. We're going to get up, and on our way up, we're going to bite your kneecap off. This guy is going to be f***ing awesome.
Campbell's impact on the Lions was evident from the start of the 2021 season. Even though the 3-13-1 record left a lot to be desired, for those who watch, you notice the Lions play with a competitive and never give up attitude that will grow to earn them respect and admiration from their fans and peers.
When you see your players give all that they have and you lose that way, it's tough. You know, you don't want that for them. So, but we'll be better for it.
The next season would start just as slow as the previous one. However, after a 1-6 start, Campbell and the Lions would have a mid-season turnaround, winning 8 of their next 10 games to finish the season 9-8, and remained in playoff contention until the final day of the regular season.
Schedule makers, the whole deal, Seattle, you guys didn't even bat an eye. You came out there and your respect, and you did that. You earned your respect today. Man, I couldn't be more proud. These coaches couldn't be more proud.
That's right.
I mean, God, do you understand? When I say it's a special group, this is a special group. And by the way, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, y'all. All right, because now the idea will be down the road. All roads go through Detroit. That's the way we got to think.
They would ultimately be eliminated from playoff contention, but it was obvious that this team was special and the future was bright.
It looks like they got the coach right. I think you can make the case, and he's perfect for the state of Michigan. He's perfect.
Dan and the Lions' success carried on to the 2023 season immediately from the opening night against the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Campbell, year 3 in Detroit, 3 wins year 1.
Haha. I ain't gonna lie, this game right here was low-key a testimony to how good the Lions really is. And it really showed people like, okay, yeah, hold on, the Lions not... Remember, they literally just won Super Bowl. And this is the first game of the season. It's not like, oh, preseason or some, you know what I'm saying? Something that don't matter, bro. No, it's the first game of the season. Everybody want to win it. It's almost like good luck. If you win your first game of your season, you know what I'm saying? You off to a great start. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to start with an L. Like, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, they're obviously was trying to win this game. It wasn't like, oh, you know, we got a free charity dub against the Chiefs. No, bro. This is a good game. No cap.
9 wins in year 2. And the third year begins tonight in the NFL kickoff. But number 2 for Fox. Oh, they fake it and go inside. They fake from their own 17-yard line and pick up the first down. Dan Campbell dice rolling from inside the 20 on drive 2 of the season. Goff takes one knee down, first down, and Goff is telling those fans, let me hear you. And listen to the cheers for the Lions in Arrowhead. An impressive road turnout by a fan base that has longed for a moment like this on a stage like this.
Last night, that's the kind of game the Detroit Lions have lost my entire life. As much as people, myself included, have laughed at Dan Campbell and the biting the kneecaps, the Detroit Lions are him.
Campbell and the Lions raced out to an 8-2.
What the fuck? Yo!
The Detroit Lions are him.
Okay, buddy.
Campbell and the Lions raced out to an 8-2 start, their best since 1962. But ultimately, it came down to Week 16 against the Minnesota Vikings in order for a streak to be snapped.
58 seconds to go. Clock will start on the snap. Mullins takes the shotgun snap. He's back. Mullins looking. Pressure comes. Stepping up. Looking. Throwing deep downfield. It is.
Wobbly ass ball.
Intercepted. Coming back the other way. Ifatu Melifonwu. This is going to be over. Lions are going to win it. Lions are bringing the NFC North title back to Detroit.
Yes, sir.
The win gave the Lions their first division title in 30 years and also assured them of their first home playoff game since then.
You're part of the organization, and it's been 30 years. 30 years.
1993.
And it's been 30 years. 30 years.
Jeez. Wow.
It's special, man. Tell man, enjoy, baby.
Dan Campbell is one of the most remarkable and successful coaches in the NFL today. He has turned the Detroit Lions from a winless and a hopeless franchise to a division champion and a playoff contender. He has also changed the mindset of the players, the franchise, and the city of Detroit, and made them believe in themselves and their potential. He has done this with his high energy, passion, aggressiveness, and personality that have made him a fan favorite and a media sensation. With the playoffs ahead, let's see if Dan and the Lions can break that other record that seems to be looming over the franchise. As of today, the Lions have the longest playoff win drought in NFL history. And if any year was the year to break it, I'd take the over on this one. Till next time.
Hey! Also, too, let me know if you want more videos from another sports channel, new subscriber. I mean, yeah, I am a new subscriber. This is a great video. So if y'all want more, let me know in the comments. I love y'all.